Okay, so y'all know Stephanie Mills, right? The R&B singer. She was on Sister Circle, which I haven't been able to watch lately because we've been moving, and I've been working a lot plus later, so I'm not able. When it comes on, I've been either going to work or just sleep. So, and I don't have time to just record it and watch it. But anyway, Selena Johnson asked her, "What does she think about the state of music?" And Stephanie Mills went straight to it. She's been saying part of what I've been saying for years. She says they want our music, but they don't want it from us. I think that's what she said. More, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but she said they want R&B music, but they don't want it from us, which is something I've been saying for a long time. And then Wendy Whip, stop. Hey, stop, stop. Um, and then Wendy Williams said that it's not a race thing. It's a what she call it, an age thing. They don't want music from you. I'm like, no, 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 no. That's not it. That's not it. Sometimes it is a race thing. They don't want R&B music from black people anymore, which is why you have people like Chris Brown, who is putting out constant pop music, and now he's trying to make trap and B, which is basically this R&B trap music, which is it's a whole lot less melodic, but yeah, people like Chris Brown who are starting to stray away from R&B, who is letting the R&B side of their music just become niche. Also, not to take away from the fact that Adele and people like Adele, Justin Timberlake, and Sam Smith are very talented. They're very much talented. It's just that when a black person is just as talented, and not even, I'm gonna stretch it out a little further. Adele, Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake, and Sam Smith, talented. The only reason they're allowed to be in the music industry and sing R&B is because that they're not black. And I don't want anybody to get into the comment section talking about, well, Bruno Mars is black. Bruno Mars is black. Bruno Mars is not black. Bruno Mars does not identify as being black. Bruno Mars is, I think it was Filipino and Puerto Rican and Jewish or something like that. And what they call it, Ashkenazi Jew, something like that. But Bruno Mars is not black. They're able to profit off of R&B music because they're not black. It's like the same. It's like the equivalent of Iggy Azalea singing R&B. I mean, singing rap, and even though it's not good, it's still highly celebrated because she's of another color doing something else. She's white doing black people's music. And when it comes to black male singers, we will never have another Music Soul Child. We will never have another Usher. We will never have no more of these phenomenal singers. We will never have another Maxwell. We will never have any of these people any of these male R&B singers who can blow. We will never have another Cisco. We will never have another Drew Hill. We will never have any more of these black singers, these black male singers who can blow, because it's like when a black, what happened to that guy, Avery, whatever his name was. His vocal range is amazing, but nobody is putting him on. The most I've ever seen him do is videos on Facebook, and he was one of those side performances at the BET Awards where they perform on the side stage. He was one of them. And you only hear the beginning of that because they're going to commercial. And I guess they play for the people that's at the BET Awards. But what else? When you're a black male R&B singer, it's like they give you a box. And they're like, here's your box. You can't sing above here, and you can't sing below here. This is where you need to sing. Don't step out of this circle. This is where you need to sing. And we don't want to hear nothing about making love. We want to hear about sex. We want to hear about everything else. We don't want to hear any. It's like they have like a shock collar on them, and every time they try to experiment with their voices or something, they're shut down. Like, you have people like August Alsina, who, in my opinion, cannot sing that well, which is why he was able to do so well, because he became mediocre, and they allowed him to become mediocre. I feel as though people like Trey Songz has an amazing voice, but Trey Songz does not have the machine behind him to push him where he needs to be. Because when it came out, I say Trey Songz' best albums were anything prior to 2010. When after stuff like what's it called? Can't Be Friends, or is it, that's Deborah Cox. But I think he had a song, Your Side of the Bed, anything from like Bottoms Up, Your Side of the Bed, all that on back was amazing. My favorite Trey Songz song is I Need a Girl. That is my favorite Trey Songz song. But it's like after 2010, he just started putting out, after I think it was Make You Say Ah, something like that. I saw the decline in his quality of music. He started to just put out club music. Like, it's good for 3 months, and then after that we don't want to hear it anymore. And I can blame nobody but the fans. The fans are the ones that control the music industry. And people just don't want to hear from black men anymore. They don't want to hear from black people in general, but especially black men. Which is why people like Sam Smith, even though Sam Smith is amazingly talented. I love his new album. I've been listening to when my boyfriend's been playing. I've just been listening to it. But he is super talented. But somebody black who is on his same level will not get played. But that's just it. That's just Stephanie Mills hit it on the head, and Wendy Williams just had to come and just shut her down and make her point seem invalid, even though she gave that was the point. But so even Selena Johnson agreed. She was just like, "That's it. We don't even need to finish the interview. That's it." And I completely agree, wholeheartedly. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the state of R&B music, because I feel like R&B music is dead. People like Tamar Braxton and K. Michelle, and I don't know what the fuck Alicia Keys is doing. I don't know what she's doing. Alicia Keys' music has become so breathy, and it's so, I don't know if she's trying to become like, if she's trying to make club music or something like that, or house music. But it's just like when I hear that song In Common, I'm just like, what are you doing? This cannot be the same You Don't Know My Name, which is one of my favorite Alicia Keys songs. I think You Don't Know My Name and Like You'll Never See Me Again is two of my favorite Alicia Keys songs. I don't know what the hell she's doing now. And also people like, let me see, throw out another one. Who do I think is really talented but does not get the time of day? I don't know. Black singers are just starting to become, if they're not singing trap music or this trap and B or this melodic emo hood music, I think it's like I would classify what's her name, SZA, as like melodic poetry, melodic emo poetry. That's what I would call it. But yeah, who is someone else? Like, even with this past performance of the Whitney Houston tribute, and they got what's this girl named, Christina Aguilera, who cannot sing, who has not had the same vocal range since the late 90s. Y'all got Christina Aguilera because she's a popular white name and people are going to pay attention. But They could have got a Deborah Cox. They could have got Kiki Wyatt. They could have got Brandy. They could have got so many other people, but they chose to go in the white direction. But that's all I wanted to say. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about all of this. If you agree, if you disagree, just let me know, because I'm 100% with Stephanie Mills.